welcome to another video. So today's going to be kind of a sensitive topic, but I honestly don't care at this point because guess what? The only way to create change in this world is that we need to speak up about this. And so many service dog handlers and people with disabilities are outraged that people are not educated on this with the Americans with Disabilities Act that was passed 30 years ago back in the year 1990. There needs to be more change. And I'm sorry to say it, but society needs to step it up and do better. They need to do more to make sure my service dog and other people's medical alert dogs, whatever you want to say, is not only understood, but also people are freaking educated. And I'm sorry, this is gonna be kind of a ranting video, but I'm frustrated and I want to publish this because I know a lot of my coworkers will see it, my family, friends, but and I want it to be shared. And I don't want sympathy. I simply want this to also be an educational video, not just because I'm ranting. I'm ranting because of my frustration and just me being passionate. And so yeah, let's get on to the video. So those people out there that have faked a service dog or a quote unquote emotional support animal, as they think that it's an emotional people have asked me before that, oh, is that an emotional service dog? And I'm like, no, he's a guide dog. I've even said service dog too. I said emotional support animals are different. Like, I straight up tell people that because I want to educate people. There's been times where I've been at work and people say like, oh, I should bring my dog. Oh, I should bring my dog. And I'm like, no, do not do that. Pet dogs are not allowed in movie theaters, service animals only. They're like, I know. Like, that they understood though. On the one time it happened a while back. Still, like, I'll tell people straight up if what they're doing is gonna impact my service dog or other people's. And don't go down in the comments and say that I'm being quote unquote dramatic. You don't understand the impact until you see it of what we face, sadly. Selfish idiot people, I'm sorry to say it, but like I said, this is gonna be me ranting. People that pass on their service dog, excuse me, let me reword that. People that pass on their emotional support animal or as their service dog or just their pet dog as a service dog from these quote unquote certificates or registrations. It's illegal to fake a service dog in the United States, and depending on the state, you could face up a fine to $1,000 or even jail time. People just need to leave their pet dogs at home that don't have a reason to be out just because their owner wants to bring them out everywhere because they think it's cool. It is not cool to fake a service dog, period. What do service dogs do? As determined by the Americans with Disabilities Act (ADA), service dogs are individually trained to perform specific tasks and to work with people with disabilities. The work of the service dog must be directly related to the handler's disability. These are just some of the things a service dog can do. Guide dogs help the blind navigate in the world. Hearing or signal dogs alert deaf people to sounds such as knock on the door or a person entering the room. Psychiatric service dogs are trained to detect and lessen the effects of a psychiatric episode. That is very important to keep in mind. That is considered a psychiatric service dog, not an emotional support animal. If the person's mental health condition, like PTSD, for example, or really, really bad anxiety, the dog is trained to do a specific task, causes them to have a very bad medical episode, then that dog can be considered a service dog if that's like the last resort if medication doesn't work for a person, directly related to the medical condition that the person has. Service dogs help those in wheelchairs who are otherwise physically limited. They may open doors or cabinets, fetch things their handler can't reach and carry items for the handler. Autism assistance dogs are trained to help those on the autism spectrum. They can distinguish important sensory signals such as a smoke alarm from other sensory input. They may also alert to or handler to their repetitive behaviors or overstimulation. And lastly, some service dogs that are trained to recognize seizures and will stand guard over their handler during a seizure or go for help. Go get help if they're in a public place. What rights do service dog owners have? The ADA mandates that service dogs have full public access rights, which means they are allowed to go places where animals are typically forbidden. They can be brought into restaurants, stores, libraries, and other public places. They must be permitted in housing even if other pets aren't allowed. What is a therapy dog? Therapy dogs play a different helping role than service dogs and emotional support animals. They aren't trained to live with a specific handler. Rather, these dogs are that with their human teammate, often the dog's owner, volunteer in clinical settings. These locations include hospital, mental health institutions, hospices, schools, and nursing homes. These dogs provide comfort, affection, and even love in the course of their work. Therapy dogs are trained to be comfortable in new environments and to interact with different people. They should have a calm temperament in be unfazed by unfamiliar noises and movements, be comfortable being handled, and love people. Do therapy dogs have legal rights? Although they are defined as comfort dogs and often used in therapeutic settings, therapy dogs aren't considered service animals under the ADA. Therefore, they don't have the same legal rights to access in public places. There are no uniform state or national rules that regulate or certify therapy dogs. And different organizations have different guidelines. As a general rule, therapy dogs should be trained, insured, and licensed by the nonprofit that's offering their services. What do emotional support animals do? Emotional support dogs have no definition or specific access rights under the ADA. They may be trained for a specific owner, but they are not trained for specific tasks or duties to aid a person with a disability. And this main difference between ESAs and service dogs. They're considered companion animals and can ease anxiety, depression, some phobias, and loneliness. In order to be considered an emotional support dog, a mental health professional must prescribe the ESA for a patient with a diagnosed psychological or emotional disorder such as anxiety disorder, major depression, or panic attacks. So please keep that in mind of ESAs and service dogs. That is the difference. This is under general rules, under frequently asked questions, under service animals in the ADA. No, the ADA does not require service animals to wear a vest or ID for public access. It's basically asking do service animals if they are required to wear a vest or whatever. This is the other huge problem, certification and registration. Does the ADA require that service animals be certified as service animals? No. Covered entitlees may not require documentation such as proof that the animal has been certified, trained, or licensed as a service animal as a condition for entry. There are individuals and organizations that sell service animal certification and registration documents online. These documents do not convey any rights under the ADA, and the Department of Justice does not recognize them as proof that the dog is a service animal. People need to stop from these scams because these make it actually harder because people think they are legit when they aren't because of these scam websites that ruin everything. There goes my phone. Yes, I'm filming on the iPad. And also we're going to break down the laws here. I'm going to pull up a screen recording I showed on the screen, and we're going to break down some stuff that businesses must know and they need to be educated on. Well, we already did that, but you get the point already. Mine knows, but just everywhere, because grocery stores and places like that, they are constantly they constantly have fake service dogs, and they ask us for the quote unquote certificates or registrations, which according to the Department of Justice, it is not only required. It's not required at all, but also it is. People go online, and that's the other big problem. The internet. the internet is also the huger problem here. We need to do. Personally feel everybody has a different opinion. You can put down your opinions in the comments below. I have no problem. I want to hear everybody's perspective. I think our federal government should put in some sort of regulation to stop the fake service dogs, which I know some people are going to be like, well, that's how it can stop. Well, I will say, though, that those that don't have their service dogs from a nonprofit organization, they own or train their pet dog for to become a service dog, and they're successfully well trained, but don't have a card. You can go to I know some people that have gone to a person that has gone to a service dog program, and their dog graduated because her owner did an amazing job at training her service dog for medical and cardiac alert and response, stuff like that. But it does, which in that circumstance, I do agree that it can be harder because then people are going to expect that. So honestly, like, I don't know what to do. Like, it is so, like, it's such a broad problem that, like, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, but, like, I feel like the government needs to put in some sort of regulation because I don't know what else to think of. Because honestly, like, and I have a card from Guiding Eyes for the Blind that shows me that my dog is a service dog. Here, I'll show you it. If you want to read it. Here we are. Please stop the video here. Shows that we graduated a couple years ago, and just stuff about the Americans with Disabilities Act. And just stuff people need to know. I'll put this back in my wallet. I actually saw one time of someone who felt terrible for, like, seeing, like, what fake service dogs or pet dogs in non-pet friendly places have done to service dogs. Like, to be a little more specific, while I'm editing this, the person was gonna fake a service dog, and then once they saw the video, they felt terrible, which was so nice to see, and that comment was pinned. I'm sure those of you probably know what I'm talking about, but the YouTube channel is Service Dog Paws, where the comment was posted on, at least. Have either been attacked, and people have had to wash or retire their service dog because of, like I said, selfish, ignorant, and just terrible people that don't want to follow the law. But also, if people don't understand the law and they're being educated right up front, that's different. And then they stop doing it, that's different. But I'm saying, what I'm referring to more is the selfish people that don't care about the laws, and are just frankly ignorant, and they don't care about other people, and they just want to do what they want. But let me tell you, the law is going to catch up to you at some point. Trust me. My coworkers have had to kick out pet dogs and crazy people for whatever reason, and like what I do, and I know some people may not agree with me, but I'm sorry, but this is for my safety, and when it comes to my dog's safety and mine, I'm gonna record with my phone and take it out and like film if there's any like dog that comes in. A pet dog, fake service dog, emotional support animal with the certification registration crap, and the just a out of control dog, which I would definitely kick them out because one of my jobs is a ticket host and I'm in the lobby, so I'm always eyeballing what's going on. And even if people think should say like, oh, you shouldn't say anything. No, that's not an excuse. I'm not gonna not say anything. Nobody is gonna sue people. My God, I'm so sick of businesses bringing up this that they're scared of being sued because of people faking the service dog, and they just don't want to and they also don't want to be educated. What I want to see, and the service dog community wants to see, and frankly, you should be scared of a fake service dog too. That is a person who's not disabled or doesn't know anybody who has a service dog, or if you're not a service dog handler, like me. It is a public safety issue that is not being addressed enough, and it is, quite frankly, ridiculous. So, yeah, I hope you learned something new from this. I'm sorry if this is a little bit of a rant, but I'm sorry, but this is the only way that people are gonna understand the reality. You guys can go look under YouTube Shorts or scroll through my videos, full-on videos of fake service dogs that I've encountered in the past, as well as other people. There's plenty of videos on YouTube to show you the reality and how much of a harmful impact it is negatively. I want to see more people be educated, more people learn the laws, and especially businesses in particular that serve the public, like grocery stores. There is no excuse to not have a meeting and sit down with your employees to educate them on a service dog. And my business has done everything that they can to make sure that I'm safe and also my service dog is safe, but also, frankly, everybody. And I felt very comfortable at my job, and I really enjoy it. As well as when I was in Project Search at Central DuPage Hospital. They changed their policies because of my positive impact, because of my YouTube videos, and that's what keeps me going. Because of you guys. Yes, you. The loyal viewers that support me. And I know this video is going to get some hate. The service dog community is not going to stop, and the disability is not going to stop until we get one thing: equality, and more people educated on this kind of stuff. Because it is so often overlooked, and it is ridiculous and uncalled for, and there is no excuse for businesses to not follow the laws. Because if the person has a medical episode, or if I get injured in some way, as well as my service dog, you as a business, yes, you can be held liable for your actions, for not taking proper precautions to get rid of the selfish person with the fake service dog or pet dog that is not allowed in the store, when it's service animals only, period. I hope you all enjoyed this video today. Comment, like, and subscribe, and that'll be it. See you on the next video. Bye.